Hi, my name is China Taylor, and I have been dancing since I was around 8 years old. I've worked for quite a few people, Beyonce, Lady Gaga, Britney Spears, Trey Songz. The list goes on and on, Zendaya, Carmen, just lots of different people, different projects, Glee, X Factor, Lip Sync Battle, so just kind of anything that comes my way. Dance for me is it's always a release. I think anything artistic that you can do by yourself in a room is artistic and a release of some sorts, whether it's angry, happy, sad, it's just a release for me. It's something I love so much to the point where it doesn't ever feel like a job. Even when I am on a job, it feels like, oh, we're all just here doing what we love to do, and we just happen to be getting paid for it, which is always a plus. So I was born in Brooklyn, New York, but around 2 years old, my whole family moved us to Orlando, Florida. So I was basically raised in Orlando. I'm basically, I guess, a Florida girl. I started dancing because I would just break stuff around my house. I'd be dancing to Michael Jackson videos, LL Cool J, especially Janet videos. And I broke so many vases and just pieces of furniture that my mom was like, okay, we need to take this energy and throw it somewhere because it's a lot to have right here. So I was in gymnastics and they told me I was too pigeon-toed. So then they were like, it would be great if she could take, dance classes and then help her out there. So then I hopped into dance classes and it was a whirlwind from there. My first class was a ballet class and then a hip hop class. There's two complete opposite things. And it just kind of grew from there. I remember watching other classes and being like, oh, I want to know how to do that stuff. Ballet is kind of boring and hip hop, I love it, but it's also only one thing. So then my dance teachers would just throw me in the classes and be like, okay, you can try this one. Oh, okay, go try that one too. Well, go in that one. And then it came to a point where when my mom was in the military and my dad would work all the time, it was just really hard, money-wise for me growing up. So I remember my teachers would give me a scholarship basically at my studio. And they would say, you know what, Tijan, my mom, it's okay, China doesn't have to pay for this month's tuition, it's fine. And the next month, it's fine. Next month, it's fine. I just think that for me helped me so much because if it wasn't for that, then there's no way I'd be anywhere, without people believing in a little black girl, a little chocolate girl, dancing in a studio with pigeon feet and muscular arms walking around. So, from there, it just kind of took off. I just remember wanting to take all the classes I could and watching all these music videos and learning music videos, Ain't No Scrubs. I literally memorized that choreography to the T by the time I was 12, and every time it would come on, I would do the jump, down, turn, left, right. It was it's still in my body to this day. But just going to different classes and conventions from different choreographers, learning from them, and just taking everything I could because I was I don't know if I'm gonna get it again. I don't have enough money, so let me just take it all while I can. And then it just opened so many doors, different opportunities and choreographers and friends that become family, and meeting Will and Janelle, they're my brother or sister / mom and dad, but not really my mom and dad, more older brother and sister that are together. I don't know. It's a weird family, but it's okay. I think a lot of what shaped me was people I put myself around, and I love who I became out of it. I'm pretty happy with myself. I think this is the happiest I've ever been in a long time. Obviously I'm still young, I'm only 20, but I'm so happy. I'm so happy right now with who I am just as a human being because it's I love what I do, I'm around people I like, I get paid to do it, I can walk outside my door and smile with my sunglasses on and live in the LA dream. It's so great. I didn't have a lot of teenagers above me when I was younger that I felt I could look up to, sometimes because of the color of my skin. I was one of 2 chocolate girls at my dance studio, so there was one girl I looked up to my whole time growing up, and she looked after me. She would let me spend the night at her house. Mind you, she's 16, I'm 10 years old. She would let me spend the night with her, she would give me her old clothes, and I remember how amazing it felt when someone did that for me. So for me, I always want a lot of the kids will like come up and ask me questions or just play around and do whatever, and they just, oh, China, China, China. And I love that feeling of like being someone that kids and parents allow their kids to look up to, because it's like the most fulfilling thing. Like when I have like little Naya or Lily Rose and Artian and all the kids just, oh, hey China, oh, I did this today. Oh, you wanna see this trick I did? Can you help me with this? Oh, I wanna learn how to do this too. I was like, okay, we can do anything you guys wanna do because I wanna do it too. Like, it's just the greatest feeling being a role model to kids. I love it so much. Well, my number one favorite thing to do when I'm not dancing is lip singing. I think you can ask anybody who's ever been around me when music comes on. That's like my go-to for life, is to just like, oh, okay, I'm the artist, give me the mic. Where's the mic? I need a mic and a stage and backup dancers and lights. That's my number one favorite thing to do. My second favorite thing to do is acting, of course. I think it's super cool that I can express myself and express someone else's story, like with my words and with my actions, because that's what acting is, and I love that. And then my third favorite thing to do is sleep. Sleeping is like the most amazing thing on the planet. I'm the first one to go to sleep in my house, like first one to wake up, and I'm okay with that. It's like the greatest thing. For me, down the line in a couple years, I want to be acting, and I want to get to the point where I'm comfortable. If anything, I want to be comfortable in my life. I don't want to have to go through hardships until I'm 35 years old and like struggling for things. I want to work hard now so that it benefits me when I'm older, you know? So I want to get to acting, and I want to do everything I want to do like right now, because I'm just so eager. I'm an eager beaver. And it's so cool because after acting and dancing and doing everything I want to achieve, then I can go behind the scenes. For me, I love to be, I know it sounds so bossy, but I love to be in charge of things. I love the whole creative like aspect of things, and lights and staging and outfits and hair and makeup, and oh my gosh, like it's just the coolest thing to me when I watch creative directors work on jobs, and directors and producers. It's like, that's where I want to be in my future. When I'm 33 years old and pregnant with a child somewhere, maybe, I don't know, but I want to be like pregnant on my computer, like with glasses on, and being like, okay, so the staging for this show, oh, let me switch to the next show. Okay, now this show, boom, next show. Like that's where I want to be. Like super cheesy, but that's like my dream. So here's my impression of my mother, Tijon Robinson. Well, for one, she's always sitting at the kitchen table, and she always has her laptop on the kitchen table. She's always like leaned super far back in the chair, and she has her headphones on that's not playing music, just so she can't hear anything. I'll walk through the door. Huh? Who's there? What? I just walked through the door, Mom's fine. Oh, okay. So what'd you do today? Is anyone? No? Oh, China. Okay. If you could honk, you could hear. That's her favorite line, I think, ever in the book. If you could honk, you can hear. Like, no, if I honk, I can't hear you, but I think it's like a mom thing that they do. But I think to like really be my mom, I have to like get into like, I need the glasses, I need the hair, I need like, she wears this Star Trek robe. She's probably gonna kill me, but she always like loves this red Star Trek robe that my brother gave her for Christmas like 6 years ago. It's like her favorite thing to wear. That's how my mom is a character. Like not in the sense of talking or moving, but it's just very like, choices. Like that's who my mom is, like to the T. I can't wait for her to see that. For me, every time I'm on a stage, like it just takes over my body, and it's like the most amazing and wonderful feeling. But 2 times for me stick out the most, and the first time was on my first tour, and it was with Lady Gaga, and I hadn't told a lot of people that I booked this job on this tour, because the dance world works in very mysterious ways. You don't want to give it up. Don't risk it for the biscuit. Even though I usually do risk it for the biscuit. This one time, our first show was in Miami, and I was so excited, because I mean, I knew people in Miami, but a lot of them haven't really like, I never told anyone I was there, but basically, I was on stage, and the way the stage was set up is it was this flat stage, and then there was like a runway, and it split off into 2 different stages. It was super cool. And I'm like dancing on this runway, Venus, like dancing, Lady Gaga. I'm like, this is my dream. And then I look down in the audience, and I see like 4 of my friends that I've just known from like childhood living in Florida. And they're like, oh my God, China. And I can hear them, and I just started like freaking out. And I was like, oh Like oh my God, it was the most like amazing feeling ever. And the second time was touring with Janet Jackson. For one, just that, and saying those words, like I have to take myself back for a second. But being in my hometown, Orlando, was an amazing experience because it was the arena that I was supposed to graduate in. And being on the road when I was 17, I didn't get to graduate. So, I mean, I graduated, I went to high school, I have my diploma, I'm an educated Black female in America. It was the arena where I was supposed to get my cap and gown and walk around, but I never really experienced that. So, one, just being in that arena, but at the end of the show, she does like sounds off, like a sound off for each person, like, oh, Allison, Michelle, Dom, Bianca, Kendall, Taylor. And then she gets to me and she goes, from Orlando, China. And I just like tears down my face, and then having like a whole arena scream your name, because a lot of times as dancers, we feel like we're in the background, even though we're not. People really do like enjoy us, and I think we forget how much people really do enjoy us. And I remember I'm just like in my little like spot on stage, like, oh my God. And then she comes over and grabs me and she goes, this is your moment, girl, take it. And it like, oh my God, just, first of all, just Janet, Mother Janet took me by the arm and like put me to the center of the stage, and she was like, take your moment. And I just was like, take it. Like, I feel like I was winning like Miss America or something, so dramatic. The moments where I'm passionate and I have memories of something and I feel people and my family, like those are the most memorable moments for me, is when my family's involved, of course. And my sister and my brother and my dad, and my cousins, my third cousin, so I used to move, my friends from high school, the girl that told me like, yeah, girl, you ain't gonna do nothing one day, what you moving to LA for? Well, here I am, girl. Ding, 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 ding. If, yes, Janet, no, you can't get tickets to my show. Like, it's the best feeling. Those are the most amazing feelings to me. Hey, I'm China, and you have to remember to just love yourself and love your path. It's okay to be where we're at sometimes, and it's okay to just love whatever it is that we're doing, and just whether it's dance or football or basketball or writing or reading or just being whoever you are and doing whatever you want to do in life. So I think we just all have to remember to work hard and just live life and love it. So I'm China, and you heard it here on the Beast Network.